Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing to the channel some blueberry swim biscuits. They're easy to make, they're delicious, and to complement any breakfast. So we're going to jump straight into this video. I have all of my things prepared. Inside of this bowl here I have 2 cups of self-rising flour. And you can use all-purpose flour also. You just would have to add a pinch of salt and the baking powder. But with self-rising flour, you don't need that. I'm also going to add a fork of granulated sugar and give that a little mix. These are so easy to make, y'all, and they're so delicious. So we're going to get that mixed. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little well in the center. And we're going to start incorporating our buttermilk. You want to make sure your buttermilk is ice cold. You don't want no warm buttermilk. And this is the buttermilk that I'm using this morning. And I don't usually measure how much I pour. I just pour a little and then I stir. So that is about a half a cup. And I'm probably going to need more, but I'd rather add less and then add to it. Because you want it not too thick and not too thin. That's about a cup. We're creating a nice consistency for our biscuits. Now you could do strawberry. You don't have to put no berries in it. You could just do the regular swim biscuits, buttermilk biscuits. See, this still is a little too thick. I'm going to add a little more. Again, see this dough how it is? I feel it's a little bit too sticky. So I'm going to just add one more little dab. And if you pour too much and it's too loose, then you would just add a little more of your flour in there. I think this is right, so I'm not going to add any more. But what I am going to do, I smell my butter in the oven. I'm about to get my butter out the oven, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I got my butter out the oven, and y'all see it's still hot and it's popping. I have here a little over a cup of blueberries that I had soaking in some water. I'm going to pour that off. Pull that water off of there, and I reserved a little flour just to sprinkle on my blueberries so they won't float to the bottom. Now you could use buttermilk, or you could use you could use flour, or you could use cornstarch. You don't want them to all float to the bottom. So I coated them, and that's about enough. I used about a tablespoon of flour. And now what we're going to do is pour our blueberries in there. I'm going to take this spoon out because what I'm going to do is fold in my blueberries. I don't want to break them. Just fold them in like that. We want to make sure that everybody get a blueberry in every bite. That's the goal for the day. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday here. It's early. It is approximately 7:02. Oh, wow. 7:02. Alright, so this is still hot. I'll move that here. Okay. And I'm going to add in our blueberry mixture. Now, it's up to you if you chose to put a glaze on it or not. A good lemon glaze would be good. Set this to the side, and I'm just going to flatten this out. I have my oven preheated on 450 degrees. So that's the name, blueberry swim biscuits. You want your batter to swim in the butter. That butter is going to go into the biscuits, and they're going to be delicious, y'all. Okay. The last step before we put it in the oven, we're gonna just make some little slits. Just like this. And I can't wait till it come out all ready, y'all, because I made me a pot of coffee this morning. And that is gonna be my breakfast. I made the slits because when they come out the oven, they should already be kind of cut. They are going to rise, and I can't wait to see them rise. So yeah, here it is. Our blueberry swim biscuits. I'm going to get these in the oven, again, 450 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes, and you're going to have yourself a little pan of deliciousness. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, everybody, our blueberry swim biscuits are out of the oven. Don't they look delicious? Now, it's up to you if you want to glaze on it or not, but I put a half a cup of powdered sugar in here, and I'm going to cut a little piece of lemon because we're going to make us a little glaze to go on top. Minus the seeds. I'm taking the seeds out. They stayed in the oven for 16 minutes. So I'm going to just squeeze a little of this lemon in here. Because what goes better than blueberry and lemon? Let's see a little seed fell in there. And we don't want no seeds, y'all. We're going to mix that up. Now we add a little more. That should be enough. Yeah, just a little glaze to go on top. Blueberry and lemon go so well together. $16 minutes in the oven on 450 degrees. I'm going to just drizzle a little light glaze over it. I don't want them too sweet. They smell delicious and they piping hot, y'all. Again, this was a half a cup of powdered sugar and the juice of 1 lemon. Alright. I'm going to pull a piece out for y'all. Let me see what piece I want. And they're so soft and fluffy. Sometimes y'all I go for the middle piece. But I ain't going to do it today. I'm going to be good. Alright, get under there and... oh, it's smoking hot. And pull our biscuit out. Get it on my plate. I have me a nice cup of coffee ready, y'all. And I just love blueberries. They're nice and fluffy. Let me get myself a fork. Because I was not going to taste it on the video because I know they're hot, but I'm going to just go ahead on and taste it. Alright, here we go, Y'all know this is my favorite part is to taste. Get some of that blueberry, and these biscuits are so soft. Now that is good, y'all. That is different. If you're tired of making just the regular plain biscuits, add your fruit in there. Like I said, it don't have to be blueberry, it could be strawberry, raspberry. You can even do a mixture of berries. So yeah. So good. And it's still so hot. But thank y'all for watching my channel. Make yourself some blueberry swim biscuits. And I'll see you guys later.